I'm back home. Archbishop picked me up. 1985 February, I came to do a crusade in Benin, and the news got to Papa, and he asked me to come and have a lunch with him in his house. February 1986, sorry, 1986, February. I've been hearing about the Archbishop since 1975 that I got born again. His image looms so large. I remember being at the 14th World Pentecostal Conference in Zurich, and I was wearing my label, my tag that says I'm from Nigeria. And during the time we were making together, people would come to me, oh, Nigeria? And they were asking me, do you know Benson Idahosa? That's how. And I was saying to myself, of all the millions of people in Nigeria, why are you asking me? The first person came, second person came, another person came. Do you know Benson Idahosa? His image looms so large. But then, when he invited me for a lunch in his house, I was like caught with awe. How will I be a guest in a man so great, so global in influence? So I came on time. I didn't want to come late. And I saw a White House. I saw red carpet. I've never seen a preacher living in a house like that. Never. Archbishop changed the face of Christianity in Nigeria. He did. I'm wearing this today to honor Baba. In those days of SU, you wear this to preach. They will be casting demons out of you. They will be binding the spirit of worldliness as you are wearing agbada. The Baba will come in his flowing agbada. His agbada is not as small as my own. He will make sure he reaches to the ground, and no apology for prosperity at all. He was very bold in proclaiming prosperity, the gospel of God's grace. So I came to the house. Papa went to dedicate one hospital somewhere. I remember. So I sat in the corner, and Papa busted into the house. Where is the man from Ibadan? Where is the man from Ibadan? I identified myself. I said, I'm the one. He said, what's your name? I said, Francis Wale Oke. He said, Dr. Wale Oke. Doctor. First meeting. I wasn't a doctor, not a medical doctor, not an academic doctor. I was just brother. I had not even been ordained. Dr. Wale Oke. And that is what Papa called me until he went home. From day one, he began to lift me. A lifter of people. And then he said, when were you called into the ministry? I told him. He said, fine. Do you have a church? I said, no, sir. I would have stopped at no, sir. But I went forward. I said, we have a fellowship. Oh, it's a fellowship, okay. How many are you in your fellowship? I said, we're over 600. He said, 600? Papa said, fellowship my foot. Jesus didn't say, I will build my fellowship. He said, I will build my church. Why are you calling a church a fellowship? I'm coming to Ibadan. I didn't, before I invited that bishop, he invited himself. A small boy like me. And then he asked me another question. He said, have you been ordained? I said, yes, sir. Now, and I didn't, I wanted to push back. I said, yes, sir. John 15:16. You have not chosen me, I have chosen you and ordained you. I should go and bring forth fruit and that your fruit should remain. He said, God has ordained me. Papa said, that's very true. That's a scripture. But what heaven has done, earth must testify to it. He said, Helen was like, Helen, bring my diary. Let's fix a date to ordain this man. First day of meeting him. And then he said, okay, look at my diary. Any Sunday that I'm in Benin, any Sunday, show me. And then Ellen said, oh, you are in Benin. Daddy, you are in Benin. He said, Dr. Woloke, you bring all your leaders, your wife and all your leaders, come to Miracle Center. I will ordain you. I said, thank you, sir. First day. And then they said, let's eat. At Bishop's school, I said, I'm fasting. Then, sir, I said, Dr. Woloke, your prayers are answered. Oh boy. He said, you are with me today. Your prayer are answered. Eat and rejoice. And then Papa scooped the spoon of food and put on my table. He said, eat that one. It is anointed. Now, how will the great Archbishop serve you food and tell you it is anointed, and you said you wouldn't eat? I picked my cutlery and I began to deal with it. And I cleaned the plate. Of course, when you come to daddy's house, those who are eating are plenty, but you must not leave a grain of rice in the plate. You must, nothing must be wasted. You must finish. Those who know Papa, you know what I'm talking about. You must not waste it. Finish it. I enjoyed myself. That was my baptism into the life of Archbishop Benson Idahosa. He won me with love. He swept me up my feet. I was speechless. Nobody has treated me like that. He gave me doctorate degree prophetically first day. He fixed the date of my ordination first day. He changed the fellowship to church first day. I mean, he served me food, and I've never been hungry ever since that time. Come on. Never been hungry. He began to lift me and to lift me. And here am I today. An evidence, a living proof of the grace of God and of the large heart of our Baba, Archbishop Benson Idahosa. Please give the Lord a big hand.